This video is sponsored by MotionVFX. In this video, I'll show you some of the coolest gear for content creators under $100. This gear is functional, affordable, and surprising. This is gear that I use all of the time to help me run my full-time content creation business. And I believe these items can help you with yours. All right, let's get right into it, starting with our very first item, which is a really cool portable SD card case. So it has this really nice gripped texture, and when you open it up, you can see all of the SD cards. The really cool thing about this though is that it's actually more than just a case. It's also an SD card reader. That's right, you can actually take one of these SD cards and insert it into the case itself, and this becomes an SD card reader. And it's really fast. I did some tests and it's actually faster than my Mac Studio's reader. I really love how compact and portable it is. It folds up nice and small, and it's really protective of the cards. This is weather sealed. You can even take this case off to reveal a sleeker design. I really love the all-in-one style solution. Next up on the list is a really cool smartphone tripod. The really surprising thing about this is how tall it gets. This makes it really good for, filming yourself while standing up, or even just getting nice behind the scenes content. You can simply place your phone inside of the clamp, plus you can go vertical, which is really handy for social content. Another nice feature is you can pivot it to get different angles and kind of dial in your shot. Plus, if you needed to lower it a little bit, you can simply just push it down and get it to the height that you need, or you can bring it back up and it will stay wherever it needs to be at. And one more really nice feature of it is right here. This is actually a Bluetooth remote. So you can simply remove this from the tripod and use this little button to start and stop recording, or even to take a picture. All in all, this is just a really functional piece of gear. Next up on the list is this light right over here. This is one of my favorite lights for creators because there's so much value packed into it. So as you guys can see, this is actually a pretty decently sized softbox, and it's gonna create some nice flattering light when you use this as a key light. But this isn't just any softbox. It actually comes with this remote, which really takes it to the next level. With this, I can do things like turn it off and turn it back on. I could also use this to dim it and even change the color temperature. This whole kit comes with the light, the softbox, the light stand, the remote, and a carrying case, all in this really great setup. Next up, we're talking about one of my favorite editing tools, MotionVFX. MotionVFX is an awesome platform where I get tons of cool and creative effects for my videos. They've got awesome titles, transitions, and visuals. I love their easy drag and drop plugins because it allows you to get awesome animations without needing to be a motion graphics expert. They have plugins for Final Cut Pro, DaVinci, and Premiere Pro. It's one of my favorite ways to enhance my content and make it stand out. I've actually been using MotionVFX for years, way before I started my channel, back when I was freelancing and doing client work. And it's a joy to partner with them. They've been a longtime supporter of this channel. They offer powerful assets for any content creator, and the majority of their plugin packs are under $100. I'll link a few of my top recommendations in the description below. Next up is a tool that just makes the content creator life way more efficient, and that is quick release plates. It comes in two separate parts. One is for your camera, and the other is for a tripod or mounting accessory. Let me show you how it works. First, take the camera plate and place it onto the camera. Now grab a mounting accessory like this selfie stick, take the base plate, and connect it. This can get really powerful when you start to use these base plates across all of your support accessories. For example, this tripod. Instead of needing to unthread this and take this base plate and screw it on and then attach it to the tripod, what I can simply do instead is this. Done. Using the same quick release plates on all of your tripods, selfie sticks, gimbals, and sliders will make your life way simpler. I see you guys over there eyeing this tripod. Don't worry, it's actually on the list. Now, at first glance, it looks like a pretty standard tripod, but it actually does some cool things. For starters, it gets pretty tall. That's a pretty tall tripod. The other really cool thing about it is that you can also shoot vertical. And I actually do this all the time. Bringing back those quick release plates again, I'll simply, trade it out for my phone clamp, which is also on a quick release plate. And now I can easily hook up my phone for quick social media content, and I'm good to go. I love how tall this can be and how compact it packs down. Plus, a nice bonus feature is it has this little built-in handle. At first, I thought this handle was kind of gimmicky. I was like, oh, I can just hold the tripod. But after walking around for long periods of time, if you're out in nature, or just in different shooting situations, being able to have a little carrying handle is actually pretty nice. And this is definitely not like the most pro tripod ever. I wouldn't put too much, weight on it, but I was pleasantly surprised by how smooth of panning and tilting shots that I could get with it. It's actually pretty good. It feels more like a fluid head. You can just kind of adjust the tension of these different movements, and it's pretty solid, especially when you're rocking lighter weight cameras. Next up is for the smartphone creators. What this is a nice little wireless audio unit. Inside the case is a wireless receiver and a wireless microphone. The receiver will simply, clip into your phone like this. Then you can turn the wireless microphone on and it will connect to the receiver and you can start using it. The microphone comes with this little clip and it's rechargeable via USB-C. So just like how I'm stepping away from my camera right now, but you guys can still hear me clearly, it's because of this wireless transmitter and receiver that I'm using. In the same way, you guys can use this smartphone one to get a similar result. Rather than having raw audio from the phone like this, you can get a lot cleaner and clearer audio by getting the lav mic a lot closer to you like this. Next up is a fun one. This is the Godox TL30, and it is a pretty power-packed light. It's dimmable and color temperature adjustable. Plus, it's RGB, and it has a bunch of built-in effects. This is a really cool little device because it does a ton of stuff. I'll typically have these on in the background of my main YouTube shots, but I also use them in a lot of different ways. Sometimes I'll mount them for overhead lighting, backlighting, lighting for products, tons of different things. So it's got this 1/4-inch thread mount on it, so you can mount it to different things like light stands. And you can actually attach multiple of these together to make like a longer tube. The lights are app controllable and they're also magnetic. Next up is a smaller, cheaper, but still really helpful accessory. This is a Ballhead Adaptor. You attach the bottom of it to the top of a light stand. Then you can attach a light to the top of this, and you'll be able to move it around, turn it sideways, and shape your light in a bunch of different ways. It may not seem like the most exciting piece of gear on this list, but it's so helpful to have these. They make different sizes, different weights, and I'll link some in the description below. And we've got one more on the list today, and this one is actually one of my favorites. We're talking about a tech bag. This is a really multifunctional bag for me. I use this when I'm traveling because it can hold all of my different chargers. There's a lot of like separated pockets on the inside of it. But the other really cool thing about this bag is that you can also attach a strap. This is so useful because when I'm traveling, I can pack up all of my charging equipment for my different devices in this bag inside of my backpack. But when I arrive at like a hotel or wherever I'm getting to, I can unpack this, set up all my charging equipment, and then I have this bag that I can use for when I'm shooting. This is really useful because I can fit a lot of different stuff in here. I can fit a camera, lens, another lens, and batteries in here. Plus, I still have this external zipper pocket, so I could grab something like this, which is another fun little gadget for you. This is another SD card case, not a reader, just a little small thin case. But I could throw this in there as well. And now I've got batteries, SD card, cameras, lenses, tons of stuff. Let me show you another way I'll use it. A lot of times when I'm out and about shooting, I'll be using my A7C with a 20mm lens, but maybe I'll want to bring another lens like my 55 with me. I can easily place this inside of the case. And maybe I want to grab my DJI mics. I can grab that whole case and easily fit that in here as well. This way, while I'm shooting, I can easily swap out lenses, have my audio, have batteries, have SD cards, all in this little tech bag. And it just makes it a really functional piece of gear. I've placed links to all of this gear in the description below. But if you want to see more gear that I use on the regular, check out my full studio tour here. It covers all of my go-to cameras, lenses, lighting, audio, and more. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, stay creative. Peace.